Good morning, beautiful person. Greetings from cloudy, chilly Winnipeg, but at least there's no snow. My friend who lives in Gimli on Lake Winnipeg apparently has snow. So sorry, Alana. Anyway, 3 signs that you might be on the verge of burnout. So I'm going to talk about this in a minute. I'm just going to introduce myself first, just in case you don't know who I am. So my name is Hadassah Vitar. I am a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help stressed, beautiful people like you achieve well-being. And how do I do this? I do this by supporting your nutrition, your energy, and your mindset, and also, if you so desire, your financial well-being. So, why do I do this? That's an important question, isn't it? So my mother passed away at the age of 69 from complications of diabetes, and she never got to see my kids grow up. And stress was definitely a huge part of her story, and how she didn't take care of herself, even though she could have, and she did once it was too late. So I don't want that to happen to me, and I don't want it to happen to anyone else. So that's why I'm here pretty much every day, except 7, making videos and talking about mindset, about health, about well-being, all those good things. So today I want to give you 3 signs that you might be on the verge of burnout, which is important to monitor as we are now in week 13 of this interesting time that we live in. And I just wanted to give a shout out. So I try not to get hit by a car. That's the fun of live video. Just wanted to give a shout out to my friend and coach and mentor, Stacey Hall, because she did a video on this topic just the other day. So I am grateful for her. And so the three tips or 3 signs that you might be on the verge of burnout. And if you are on the verge of burnout, you need to pay attention to it. Don't shove it under the rug, it'll make it worse. So one important sign is that you just don't want to get out of bed, even though you got enough sleep. Look, if you stayed up late, had to get up early, just didn't get enough sleep, and you don't want to pull your body out of bed, that's one thing. That happens to everyone now and then, although we really should try to get enough sleep. But if you've had enough sleep, if you've been in bed the requisite number of hours for your optimal well-being, and you still don't want to get up, and you still don't want to face the day, that is something to take very seriously if it happens on a regular basis, because that could definitely be a sign of burnout. So that's the number 1 sign you need to pay attention to. If you open your eyes in the morning and all you want to do is close them again, that is something to pay attention to. Number 2, you are cynical and negative. And again, some people like to live like that. I don't know why, but they do, and that's fine. If this is the way of life that gives you pleasure, that's great. But if it's not your normal mode of being, if you do not normally do this, if you are normally someone who is cheerful and positive, and you find yourself just hating everything and just viewing everyone's motives with suspicion, then good morning. Then again, that might be a sign that you are verging on burnout. So you want to pay attention to that. If you are not normally someone who is cynical and tending towards conspiracy theories and seeing the worst in everyone, then it's something to pay attention to, because if you've gone into that particular rabbit hole, you might want to think about whether you might be on the verge of burnout. And then the third one that I want to talk about, Stacey actually gave more, but I just want to give you 3 right now, and feel free to check out her video on her page. Her name's Stacey Hall. She's amazing. So if the third one is if you are grumpy and nasty to people around you, especially to those you love. And it's kind of connected to the previous point, but it's not quite the same thing, because you could think that people are being, not forthright with the public or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be grumpy with people. And if you find that things that normally don't bother you about the people that you love are driving you up the wall, and you just are very irritable and nasty to them, again, check yourself, ask yourself, are you on the verge of burnout? So just to recap, and by the way, there are definitely things you can do if you do find yourself stressed to the point of approaching burnout, then there are definitely things you can do. And I've made lots of videos on that. If you search for my stuff and you do hashtag stress, I think you'll find a lot of things. So just to recap, 3 signs you might be on the verge of burnout. Number 1, you don't want to get up in the morning, even though you had enough sleep. Number 2, you are very cynical and negative, and that's not your normal mode of being. And number 3, you're grumpy and nasty to your loved ones, and again, that is not your normal mode of being. If any of those 3 things struck a nerve with you, then I recommend that you start paying attention to the level of stress that you're under, and how close you might be to burning out in these difficult times. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Just a reminder, I actually made a PDF with 7 of my favorite stress relievers, and number 6 has really made a huge difference to me, and it may well have saved me from burnout a couple of times. So you have a great day. Remember, I love you. If you want that PDF with my 7 favorite stress relievers, just drop me a message and I'll send it to you. Have a great day. Remember, I love you. Talk to you again soon.